beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina. I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am bringing you my next update on my pan those eyeshadows. This is one of my favorite project pans that I do on my channel. I am very happy to report that I have some pans and some pans for some products that have been in the project for so long. So I am very excited to do this update. So if you want to see all my updates and my progress shots on these eyeshadows, then stay tuned. But before we get into the video, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe down below if you do love watching eyeshadow based project pans or any other project panning related content. And without further ado, let's jump on into the update. My project pan or my pan loads eyeshadows, I work on 5 shadows at a time. I also do project level up, so I like to keep it at 5. For me, that's a good number. And I also use the prompts that were created by Makeup by Lainey. So it is a prompt based project, but I also get to select what eyeshadows I choose to match those prompts. I will, I think, probably start with the one that I haven't made any more progress on, and that comes from my Natasha Denona Circa Loco palette. I currently have the color Spiral, this one here in the project. Now I rotated this one in to match the prompt of a graveyard project pan. So that means a product that I've previously tried to hit pan on and I was unsuccessful. I had this one in the project last year and I was unsuccessful with hitting pan, and I'm scared that it's going to happen again this year, given, you know, we're starting to get closer to the end of the year and I have not made much progress on this one at all. I'm still only sitting at 2 uses in the project and only a very, very small dip going in there. So I really need to pull my socks up with this one because I don't want it to roll over to yet another year and come in as a graveyard project, because that would be embarrassing for it to take me like 3 years to hit pan on an eyeshadow. So I need to pull my socks out. I think that maybe this might become maybe the focus shadow maybe for the next month, and hopefully I can get a bit more usage on it, but still only sitting at 2 uses on that one. The next one is my Be Perfect Carnival palette. I rotated this palette in. This is the Carnival 1 palette. I rotated this palette in to match the prompt of a blue shadow shimmer. And in the project, we have Breezy, which is this color here. Now, Breezy, I am currently sitting at 7 uses on this one. Last month it was sitting at 2, so I have used it 5 times over the last month. I do believe those 5 uses came from a set of like painting my nails. So I do have a little bit of a dip starting to form there, and you can see that dip like showing there on camera. It's still a long way off though. Again, this one needs a little bit more love, but I think given that I've got so little progress on the orange, I might focus on the orange for the next month over the blue. I'll just reach for the blue organically, but the orange needs to have some love. And the orange, I think, probably works a little bit easier with my Modern Renaissance palette over the blue. So I'm going to give this one a little bit more love over the next month. So that's those 2, and then the next one comes from the Glamonatrix Barely Basics palette. Now this palette came in last month and I rotated this one in. This one was actually a really nice one. I rotated this one in to match the prompt of a shadow from my favorite palette. Now this is a recent addition to my collection, and the Glamonatrix Nearly Naturals is my favorite palette, but this is like the new modern like younger sister of the Nearly Natural palette, so that's why I rotated this one in to match that prompt. I've rotated in the color Hashtag, which is this one here, and as you can see I have a really nice dip going on this one here, and it's actually kind of a little bit of a hard one to tell because I feel like the eyeshadow is almost the same color as pan, so I can't see pan yet, and I don't know whether it's gonna be one that's gonna be hard to show up on camera given the color of the shade, but I am really really enjoying this eyeshadow. I've been pairing this with Bon Fresco from the Modern Renaissance palette and a little bit of Venetian Red. So I'll put Bon Fresco in my crease, this hashtag on the lid, and then I'll do Bon Fresco and like a touch of Venetian Red on the outer corner, and it looks so beautiful. So I've been wearing that to work actually. So I think just given that it's just more of a bit of a light wash kind of payoff, it's easier to wear. I am actually wearing hashtag today as well on my lid. How beautiful does this look? And I've paired it with the Glaminatrix shadow from the Nearly Naturals palette, the Down to Earth color. So I've been wearing it a bit lately. I currently have 7 uses on this one. Given the dip that's formed on it just over the month use and just over the 7 uses, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll have pan on this one next month. So I will keep you posted and I'll let you know next month whether I hit pan or not. And moving on to the last 2 palettes, surprise, surprise, sneak peek, I have managed to hit pan on both of these and I'm very excited. I'm gonna start with the Carnival palette. This one here is my Carnival for the Antidote palette. I rotated from this one the color Pinup. That was to match the prompt of a red shadow shimmer, and I hit pan today doing my nails that have basically all fallen off, but I have managed to hit pan. It's actually quite a decent pan, which I'm very happy with. And I hit pan on this one with 15 uses. So since last month, I've used this 12 additional times. And I believe that was twice as eyeshadow, and then 10 times was doing like 2 sets of nails. And like you can kind of see today, like that's what we're working with. I've lost half of them already because I did a really dodgy application of the Holo Taco Peely base coat, which has resulted in all my fingernails falling off. I have got a pan in this one. I'm very happy to report that because this one's kind of getting a little bit annoying in my drawer, in my daily makeup drawer. Having 2 Stacey Marie Carnival palettes that are ginormous in that drawer has been a little bit difficult to deal with. So I'm happy that this one is going back on the shelves and it will live another day. So there's that one. And then I also, I'm so excited about this one because this one has been in the project for an eternity. I think that I rolled this one in the intro. Like I think this one came in the intro. That's how long this one has been in the project. I finally hit pan on this one. I hit pan as well today on this one. Well, actually, I think I may have had it like a skerrick of a pan and then I've just managed to expand it nicely today. So I have managed to pan on Down to Earth. And I don't know, can you see that there? So I have used this one quite considerably. I've used this one 22 times to hit pan on this one. And I've used it an additional 5 times over the last month. And I have also on the occasions been pairing this one with hashtag and wearing it that way, because I discovered that hashtag and Down to Earth, it's basically like the Natasha Nona mini retro palette. So I was like, well, if Natasha Nona's like pairing these kind of colors together in a palette, then why don't I give it a try on my eyes? And I am wearing Down to Earth like on my crease and outer corner today and paired it with hashtag, and I think it looks quite nice. I leaned into it a little bit and used it a number of times this month, and we finally have pan. It's taken me a very long time, but I'm so happy to finally have hit pan on this one. This one has been in the project, and it matched. Well, this one came in the project to match the prompt of my least favorite shadow from my favorite palette. So that is the prompt that matched that one. So we have 2 rollouts. That means I need to roll 2 more prompts. Now we are getting close towards the end of the year. I think I might leave it maybe until I'll think about next month whether I'm gonna like stop rotating in new shadows. Maybe next month might be the last month for the year that I'll rotate in new shadows. Next month's October, so I'll still have 2 months to go. So I think next month, if I do have any new spots, I'll leave next month as my last month to rotate in any new shadows, and then in November I'll just like take out whatever I've hit pan on and not replace it. I think that'll be my plan, because I still do have my Project Level Up going as well, and I have 3 pans left to hit in that palette. I have my Tiny Decisions wheel here that has all of the prompts on it. Let's see what we get, and we need 2. So we have a Fantasy Self shadow, and we have a shadow you save for a special occasion. All right, so I'm gonna go grab those shadows and I will be back in a second. I have my 2 eyeshadows that I am rolling in. So we'll start off with my shadow that I save for a special occasion. Now, special occasions, I'm normally quite boring. I like to wear just like neutral eyeshadows most of the time for special occasions, because I just feel like they look the most flattering. Like if I'm going to a wedding, I'm just going to do like a really nice kind of neutral smoky eye. But I thought that I would pick out something a bit exciting. So I did pick out one of my JD Glow singles, and this is the color Good Gourd. So this is just like a beautiful shimmer, and I thought that, you know, it's something a little bit exciting, but it's still kind of in that realm of like a special shadow, but probably something that I could potentially pair for a special occasion, but with like a neutral kind of outer corner kind of thing. That's generally what I like to do, is I'll do like quite neutral on the outer corner. This is for the special occasions, and then I'll put something like beautiful on the lid. So I thought that I would rotate this one in. For my Fantasy Self, I have grabbed out my Glam Light Ice Cream palette, and I thought, you know, my Fantasy Self, my Fantasy Bettina is probably quite bright and colourful. So I'm leaning either towards like this green, like Tiffany blue green colour here, or this like black cherry, like this really bright pink color. But I feel like the bright pink would probably be something that I would go for, because I do like using those like really bright magenta colors like on my outer corner. So I'm thinking maybe green tea, because it's something different. So let's go with that one. I don't know how this is gonna go. I thought for my Fantasy Self I would pick like maybe a shimmer, but I've just picked a matte just to throw a little spanner in the works. This might be one that will come back in next year as a graveyard palette, as a graveyard pan, but we'll see how we go. I just feel like Fantasy Bettina is like bright and colourful. Not that I'm not bright and colourful, but like my makeup is bright and colourful, and I used to wear a lot of bright and colourful makeup, and I've kind of like gone away from that. I think just because neutrals is quite often easier and quicker to do, so when I'm on a time crunch to do my makeup for filming, I just opt for like the neutrals. So there is that one. That one's coming in, and then I'm just going to quickly run through what I've already got. And I guess it's probably good that I picked a matte, because everything else in the project, I only just realized everything else in the project currently is a matte. So we also have Hashtag, which is beautiful. Hashtag is so beautiful. Hashtag. And then we have Circo Loco Spiral. You'll never guess, I almost picked another like shimmery blue. But I remembered that I already have a shimmery blue. Okay. I mentioned a couple of months ago about trying to make my color story come back and be a little bit more cohesive. I feel like I've gone like completely other direction. So that's Spiral, that's the orange. And then we have Breezy, which if I want to do like an all blue look, I guess maybe those could go together. I don't know, I'm going to work with it, I'm going to play with it. We'll see how we go, but this is our color story that we are working with Going forward, we've got 2 blues, an orange, and like 2 neutrals. Go figure. That's my update on my Pan Those eyeshadows. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas on eyeshadow looks and how to use these over the next month. I would love to know your suggestions down in the comments. If you are new around here and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below so you can keep up to date on all my updates on this project going forward, or any of my other project pans that I'm currently working on. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye, beautiful.